Yeah, welcome to PopNerdom.
Yes, sir.
I almost said the wrong show too.
Pop Nerd, you were like the quota. Over the quota, guys.
It's been a couple of weeks.
So this is the PopNerdom, the Quota edition.
Quota edition. Glad to be back. I've been fucking mental health has been shit. So
That's all right, man.
I feel great now.
For those of you that don't know who this man is, talk about his mental health and that he's back.
For real.
I'm back.
Like, y'all know if he left.
Because you don't know him
For
probably.
real. Right. You don't know you left. Oh, fuck.
You guys do know. You guys.
Yeah.
I missed you guys.
This is our boy, Mr. Dowdy, Mr. Boris, who was part of our original. There he goes. Part of the original group. So when we started this podcast, we mentioned how Hanz and I had met on another podcast. It was with Dowdy. That was the quota.
Yes.
His digital bodega.
Yes.
But
Digital
this year's the Pop Nerd. When
Yes.
we talk about the
Yes.
pop on the nerd shit.
Bang,
You know
bang.
what I'm saying?
Like my boy right here. Look at him.
Your boy Six.
Your boy Hanz.
Dowdy.
Yeah. Listen
Your
to
boy
him.
Dowdy.
He's cool. Look at him. He's cool like his man bun.
You already know.
Dowdy.
He uses that like as a measuring stick for where his headphones should
My
go.
weatherman. He really is. He's like, alright, that's perfect.
Dowdy.
Yeah, man.
I'm using that as a drop.
I'm
Watch.
glad to be here, guys.
Yeah, man. Well, we're glad you're here too.
Yes.
But we ain't got a lot of time, so let's
Nope.
jump right into it.
Let's go.
It's been too many weeks. There's a lot of shit we missed out on.
And we're coming back with a more proper episode with a different format because we're gonna figure out how we're gonna be looking and all that other stuff. But
Yeah, so we're a little weird right now. I
it's
noticed.
alright because life is weird, baby.
I noticed right now that the camera is like tilted. So, but
It's alright.
you won't see that because
No, not
we
at all.
want to fix it. Don't worry
Yes.
about
You
it.
might not even hear this.
We all rocking the fro.
You already know.
For real, yo. It's like a earthy thing going on.
Bro, you already know, bro.
I mean, you're the original Fro, so yeah.
Seriously.
But
That's the influence of friends, nigga. I
yes, yes. So
I feel like every Hispanic and black person in like all the East Coast have been just growing their hair now.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a
It's so freeing, bro.
they finally caught up to me.
Yeah, it's because we could.
It's the original
I've been
Fro,
doing this
baby.
shit for
You know,
like 10 years.
you know what it is? Is that we could apply for jobs and they can't discriminate against
But
us.
that's true. I do work in an industry that's very creative, so they don't
Yeah.
care that you have a
Yeah.
fro. They just care that you show up on time.
That's all they care, and you don't smell.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't smell like any substance.
Yes.
That's a fact.
So, because we missed a ton of shit, let's do a very quick jump over.
Quick blitz.
More than quick blitz.
This
quicker-
is a hyperdrive.
This is a hyperdrive jump for the beginning
To catch-
to
catch
jump
us.
into today. So,
Heard.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, we talked about that before. There's been a ton of news. Number one, that we already knew that Bill Murray was gonna come in, but now it's official. And there's a bunch of shit being talked about. The ghost, like the Toy Fair came out and showed a lot of what the shit is gonna look like.
I forget that toys do that.
Yeah, man. That like they show you shit they shouldn't.
And that's it. It's solidified. They're like,
Right.
they're not changing this.
Yeah, right.
Because this is the toy.
Because this is the toy. And so we got that, and then oh shit. And then it all looks good. I'm very excited for Ghostbusters. I can't wait for another trailer that maybe shows me the funny side of it because it was very serious the first trailer. So whatever. Excuse me. There's been a massive ton of Batman shit popping off, which I'm very happy about. There was the video of the motorcycle
Yeah.
with Catwoman. We're looking at the suit.
Okay, we can't glance over that. How you feel about the Batmobile?
I fucking love it.
Me too.
I fucking love it.
I like it too, honestly. I like it because it's old and new at the same time.
Yes.
It is what a Batmobile is supposed
Oh my
to be.
god,
Yeah,
can I just say that?
Like,
I wanted to interject with that. Just because it's like, first of all, Batman is not necessarily a realistic hero because he
No.
wears a bat suit.
Right.
But isn't it just a little too he isn't it just a little too funny that he focuses on bat branding so much?
Yeah.
It's like instead of
that's-
having
I mean,
like a
that's solid, what
kunai,
you mean?
right?
No,
It's
no,
like
no.
no, I can't just have a kunai. I gotta be a batarang.
Right.
And it's like
Right.
in the
How
real
you know it was me.
Exactly,
Because
but
I
like,
attacks
in the real
the
world,
night.
if this movie is what I think is gonna be, like based off of real world more than anything, it's like Batman ain't gonna have. Listen, it's gonna look a little like a Batmobile, but it's not gonna have like.
Well, I mean, that's the one thing that I was gonna say is that the Bat branding of shit really came out of the '60s show. Right?
Drop bat ladder. Bat ladder away.
Everything was back this, back that, because it made sense because that was campy. But he stuck because for every generation since that show, that's Batman.
Batarangs.
His bat belt has bat gadgets.
Exactly.
Like,
Bat,
it just-
give me the bat fucking shark repellent.
Is-
I was just gonna say that.
It's like you know those gangbangers that change color, like change B's where there's C's and change C's where there's B's. Like
Right.
instead of a cousin, I'm buzzing because
Right.
I'm a well,
Right.
Batman's super bats. You know what I'm
like,
saying? Like
seriously.
all the time.
Right.
All
so
the time.
this Batmobile, what I was gonna say is that I find that in everything that happens in every Batman movie, forget the comic books, but the comic books have some sort of standard that they kind of follow, but that's not necessarily 100% true. But in every movie, there is a sense of whoever the director is gives it its own flavor, right?
Yeah.
So the '66 Batman had that first Batmobile that looked like that. It's beautiful. It's the original one. It really, you know what that Batmobile is.
The purple one, right?
Yeah, like you know what that is. That's
Exactly.
the Batmobile.
Yep.
But the '89 Batman had that like super slick. That was the favorite Batmobile for a long
Of all
time.
time, still
But,
is.
but I don't know. I think this might take it because I think that the way that this movie might be presented, that's the thing that I was gonna get at. The Nolan Batman verse had that
Super tank.
yeah, and the Zack Snyder verse had somewhere in between. It looked like if the Tumbler and the '89 Batmobile fucked.
Yeah.
And then that came out. You know what I'm saying? Like you just somewhere in the middle.
It's just so over the top.
Right.
I don't even remember that one.
Me either.
But this one is going to look. This one. That's why they were saying that this was going to have more of a feeling of the '66 show, because this is a car.
I was just
It's a
about.
vehicle,
That's
isn't it?
that's what I was just about to say
Yeah.
when you said that the '89 one is the favorite. I'm like, to me, I like the '66 one. You know why? Because it's a car. Like I can possibly have that if I
Yeah.
had the money.
Yeah.
You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
You could build it. Like,
Yeah.
You don't have to have the money. You can
No,
build
that's-
it.
but that's what I'm
I
saying.
was just
you know
gonna
what I
say
mean?
it looks like it was he took a Ford Mustang.
Exactly.
No,
It wasn't. It's a Futura.
a Futura.
It's a car that never existed. It was a prototype car that he built
That
and
they
then
did.
turned into a Batmobile.
Okay, but it still looked kind
Still
of.
a real car though.
But the front very much looks like a Mustang or a Camaro.
Or a Ford or something.
Or I would say Camaro a little because it's got a wider body.
This new one, you mean?
The normal one.
Yeah, the
they
new
got a
one looks
Camaro.
like, the new one looks like a motherfucking car that you see
Yeah.
in the street.
It's a
Yeah, yeah,
Camaro.
yeah,
That you're gonna see a crazy
But-
motherfucker in with back wings. Like,
But
what
it
is
looks like a
happening?
rich man was like, let me hook this shit up real
Yeah.
quick. Let me supercharge this shit
Yeah.
for the things that. And
it
you know
looks like it has stuff. Like
Yes,
it's not.
substance.
It's not drawn, and they're
No.
like, okay, how are we gonna make this? No,
Yeah,
they're like.
Yeah.
you know
And
what
then
I mean?
it gets very exaggeratory when it comes to Batmobiles, right? Like the fact that ejection seat. You obviously like we know Batman can't fly, right? But it's a car. It only gets him from point A to point B and blocks bullets. That's all, and maybe bombs. That's all, right? We don't need a tank going through the city.
No, that tank was needed for the. And that's another conversation we had. That every Batmobile, I feel like it's necessary for the world
that
of
story.
that story.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you're not
saying?
So
wrong.
for that story,
Yeah.
it needed to be a tank because
Yeah.
in that story,
Look who he
he's-
was fighting.
right, and also because his approach is like the approach within the universe is, hey, we make military weapons,
Yeah.
and he's not gonna have a car for the military. He's gonna have the greatest thing that you have full of weapons and shit.
Yep.
It's already pre-built as a tank.
Exactly. Yeah. All he did was
Yeah,
Painted
Batman.
black.
Painted black. Yeah, Batman it up.
Painted
So-
bat branding on point.
So
So what do you think? Does it come in black?
my favorite Batmobile is the '66 Batman.
same. Same.
But my second favorite is the '89
Same.
Batman
because that's
Forever.
the one. That's the one. No, Batman.
No,
Okay.
Batman.
Because that's the one that really felt like it's legitimately my generation
Wait,
Batmobile.
is it the guy from Birdman?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Keaton.
Yeah.
Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah.
That vehicle is a classic.
Hey,
Yeah,
Birdman,
it can't turn
Michael
though.
Keaton.
I was gonna say the Vulture
Birdman
too.
is not real. It's not real.
So is that
He's not only that character though.
I know he's not. Like I love him in Spider-Man too.
That's what I'm saying.
But anyways, love this Batmobile. I think it's giving you, because of what we're talking about, it goes vice versa too. It's giving you a sense that this movie is not fucking around.
No.
It's legitimately gonna be like, no, we're doing real shit here.
Mhm.
Here's this Batmobile. That's what you're gonna get. Now fuck around, get fucked up.
Fact.
Okay.
Fact. It looks like a real city, all-terrain car.
Mhm.
Like it looks like it can handle its shit. It won't get stuck. It can
No.
It might not be able to bulldoze something.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
But I was gonna say, of all of the things that we've seen from Batman, because Matt Reeves has been crazy. He's been like, you want to see something here, and they might
I mean,
be like,
because we've been. I mean, come on.
because
So much
everybody's
stuff
gonna
has
see
happened.
it,
Yeah,
right?
like,
And then
they're scared, bro. Not for
Right.
nothing. They're scared,
Yeah.
bro. They're scared.
We talked about the Penguin coming out, and then him saying like, "Oh, that's not the Penguin look," but it's like, yeah. Well, you got caught. It's
Exactly.
cool.
It's cool.
It's all
It's
good.
alright.
But this Matt Reeves movie, measured by the Batmobile, obviously, that doesn't mean shit because the movie hasn't come out. But measured by the Batmobile, looks like it's going to be fantastic. It's going to have a very strong sense of realism.
And also the suit. The suit wasn't too like
The suit looked like put together by somebody that just
built it.
Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah,
scrapped shit. And it was like, I'm gonna need this, I'm gonna need this, I'm gonna need this.
I wonder if we're gonna get a training story.
He's supposed to be year 2.
Oh. Okay.
So
Oh, he's already Batman.
So he's
Okay,
already
okay,
Batman.
in the thick of it.
But he's not but he's not the Batman
The
that we all
yeah,
know,
yeah,
but
yeah,
he's
but-
Batman legit.
Do you care about Joker being in it?
No.
No.
Me either.
And I don't
It's
want
okay.
him in it.
I want Hush.
It's okay.
I don't want Hush either. I think there's already too many fucking people in this movie. There's already Riddler.
Yeah,
There's
But that's
already
why-
Catwoman.
You read
there's
Batman
already
Hush?
You're right.
Penguin.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
You read Batman
Yes,
Hush?
I read
Of course.
Batman
Then
Hush.
that's like a
No,
perfect
but-
setup for Hush.
But
Too much.
yeah,
When's the last time you saw the Penguin in a Batman movie?
exactly.
In
Keaton.
1992.
Exactly.
1992. Come on, bro.
Have you ever seen Gotham?
Nah. Fuck
Did-
that show.
I know. Listen, a lot of people hated that show. Not in the first 3 seasons. You hated all you want. It was so good.
It was good.
And Baby Joker, that Baby Joker,
that he was
amazing.
good. He was good.
I hated the fact that they're playing with him being Joker or not Joker too much. I hated that shit. But one person that is amazing in that show was the person who played Oswald Cobblepot.
I've
Yeah.
heard that his Penguin was legit.
Legit,
Fire, it was
because
fire.
he didn't dress like a penguin or nothing. He just walked sideways.
That's
like
he had
this.
a walking. thing.
a walking thing, and he was the most sadistic, controlling.
And
very
I
penguin.
think that's the way they're gonna go with this. I think they're gonna have a more
It's like damn, Colin Farrell, good looking.
like Colin Farrell, yeah, like
That's the thing. The Penguin, it failed.
So
Two Face could have been a good Two Face because Two Face they fade on one side and really handsome on the other side.
So that's the other thing that this already. He's also in this movie apparently. Not Two-Face, but maybe Harvey Dent.
Yeah, Harvey Dent. Yeah, I did. But that's cool.
But that's okay.
That's cool.
If you're gonna set up Harvey Dent like the cartoon,
No
did,
problem.
I'm good with
Exactly.
that. Give me a couple
I
movies.
would love that.
Yeah,
I
give me a
would
couple
love
movies and I'm
that.
good.
Because Two Face himself, he's man. You know what I'm saying?
And they hired these two twins. They hired these twins that were in Teen Wolf to play some character, and everybody's like speculating who they're gonna be because they're supposed to be bad guys too. So like there's too much going on
Okay,
about
good.
how many people are in there. I'm gonna hope they're like the Penguins henchmen.
Henchman, yeah.
Yeah, with a T-shirt that says.
In one thing too.
Yeah.
In one thing, ping two.
So I'm hoping that's the way that's gonna go, and hopefully it's gonna be good. I'm not hating any of this. It's just a lot.
I'm warming up to the idea of Robert Pattinson
Yeah.
because of all the stuff that's being added. I really like the mobile. You know what I'm saying? I like the suit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like my microphone. We haven't done this in a while, so all of my presets
Are
for like
off.
seeing people's faces are gone. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I can't see your face because the microphone is on my face.
I feel you.
Alright, what else is on the hyperdrive?
So on the hyperdrive we have blah 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 blah. Blah. I forgot. we talked too much Batman.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you
got out
gotta,
of my brain.
you already know we gotta jump off.
But
when
we gotta
talk
jump
about
off. It's Batman, bro. So before we get into some quick blitz, Hansi brought something up and Dowdy brought something up about.
Hi, I'm Dowdy.
20 minutes later.
No. okay. So,
About
Star Wars.
the space Star Wars is in, and the space where Star Wars is just continuing to do the Snyder cut about all of their fucking movies,
yeah.
and retconning shit by making it like, oh, you mad about that? Nah, but what had happened was,
Yes.
and I call it what had happened Star Wars.
Yes.
It's all
I like
of the
this.
time. It's always what had happened was.
Yes.
All of the time.
All the time.
And it's just like even from the original.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the originals were made of what had happened.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
Time out, pause. Because Hansel, when we were on our way here, Hansel he was mad about it. He was like, yeah, fuck this, fuck that, about Star Wars is ruining, well, this new Star Wars is ruining shit. And then as we were speaking, I saw a YouTube video how George Lucas ruined the original cut of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it got me to thinking, it's like, no, we can't overhate this movie. Or overhate
This trilogy.
overhate the cuts too and the add-ons that they do, because this is everyday Star Wars shit.
Yeah, this is regular business.
Remember
Regular
how the
business.
special editions came out and all of that, and all right, cool. But what I'm getting at is even the idea that in the first movie, Luke finds Leia and they're supposed to fall in love, right? Great. Then in the second movie,
Brother and sister.
not yet. In the second movie, not yet.
Third one?
Yeah. So like it's so stupid because it's always what happened. It's always been that way. Except like before it was a little bit more settled. Like yeah, I know they made out and fucked, but they're siblings.
They're
It's okay.
siblings. It's alright. It's only incest. It's only
It's
incest.
only
family.
yeah, right.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
But I just
You guys telling me you never hid it from your sister? Damn, bro. Shame.
That's Skywalker. That's why we're not Jedi's.
right.
That's how you get them, bro.
Sith all day, baby. I've been saying it for a long time.
Well, now I know why.
But the level in which what had happened used to happen in the original ones was a little bit more settled. Because it would really drive the story forward, but it would be like, oh, they're siblings. Well, all right,
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
because nothing happened that was egregious except for the fact that they kissed once.
Yes.
Nothing happened that was egregious that you felt like,
Oh, we can't go back from that.
right. But in this trilogy more specifically, because like we talked about Star Wars before, how like this trilogy, like just movies telling the other movie no.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what it is.
pause.
They're
But
shitting
pause.
on each
I'm
other.
gonna rebuttal that even. You know why? There's so much, and we saw bits and pieces of it, and it got to reminding me, right? There's a couple of things that even happened last year, right? This year, last year, correction, when Disney Plus appeared.
Right.
McClunky.
But I'm not talking about that. No, but listen, I'm not even talking about adding shit to the movie.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
Because there's a difference between adding shit to the movies,
But isn't that a Snyder cut?
but no,
Okay, yeah, you're right.
it's not. Because there's a difference between that and you telling me there's a different movie that got made. Different movie.
Oh, that's true. And they
that
just,
got made.
yeah, it's true.
And then they made and reshoot all the shit to make the movie that they wanted to pull out.
A certain point of view?
That's a
To
different
appeal to
story
audiences.
altogether. Right. And so that you can't even tell the story you want to tell because
You got no balls.
somebody's like, nah, son.
Nah,
give
son.
give me them balls.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, what about if our fans didn't like what happened last movie? Okay.
Who
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
and why?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I guess that's true, because George Lucas will force a change.
But and the other part about Lucas and making all the special editions and all of that is that Lucas has never been a good storyteller.
No.
But he's a visual
World
teller.
builder.
He's a
Amazing.
visual teller.
Yeah.
And then what happens is that for him, every Star Wars movie, every single Star Wars movie move forward movie making.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. From tracking shots to shooting with digital cameras to all of them. They all did. They all moved forward to CGI characters with live people. Like all of these things happened from George Lucas before Star Wars, because the first movie to use CGI in a live action was Young Sherlock Holmes. And that's effects made by ILM. So he had always been pushing envelopes on how to make movies, not how to tell stories.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
And so,
Apparently.
I mean, definitely.
Yes.
So what happens is when you get a movie like this cut that exists that was made, where what everybody's complaining, so all of the things that we've complained about, and
DK is in here.
yeah, right, like no,
It's the magic. It's the magic
He did
cut.
shoot that. He did shoot that. But what had happened was we didn't put it in because you know what I'm saying.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
Like, I don't need that in my life. It's enough. And look, the whole Snyder Cut shit, who cares? I don't care. I didn't like fucking Superman, Man of Steel. I didn't like half of the movie.
Is that, honestly, I'm okay. Once I watched your shitty movie,
I'm good.
that's it. Yeah, pasó. Like,
Right.
like, I'm not gonna watch two. Let's say the movie is 2 hours and 46 minutes. I'm not watching a whole entire movie that long for 20 minutes worth of a change.
Right. Like it's not worth it. And so what happens is, yeah, sure, there might be another cut, but it's the same thing that happened with episode 1, 2, and 3. So when I saw episodes 1, 2, and 3, I was furious. I was furious because I didn't understand that this is this guy's vision. That's what he wanted it to be, and he was always morphing. That's fine.
Yep.
But I wanted it to be my vision.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And once I got over that,
Yeah.
and I realized, hey, episode 1, you know what episode 1 is?
Politics show.
The first episode of this story.
Yep.
So if you want to fucking watch it and you want to watch it all, go watch episode 1 and shut the fuck up.
Are you a fan now?
I just appreciate it for what it is. And I don't hate it. I really don't. I actually, what I like about episode 1, I really like.
Yeah.
And what I don't is very little, actually, like in retrospect. Like, it's not that
It's a really good movie.
It's a good, really good is a strong word, but what happens, it's a strong word.
It's good.
But what happened is it's good. It's all right, dude. It's all right. And you know, the things that I thought I hated about the movie, Jar Jar or
Okay, I hate that.
or
It's a little too campy, but it's
or
whatever.
the misuse of characters. Fucking swallow it, because guess what?
Now,
Because and before you go, and I'm gonna let you go in a second.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
But,
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Beyonce's had.
What happens is, it doesn't matter what I want. It's the history within that story. And all I can do if I want to not watch that is not watch it.
that's true.
And get over myself.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I've been watching these movies, this last trilogy, under that pretense of like,
Yeah.
I can just watch it and it's what it is. But it's so much whiplash in
It is a lot of
storytelling
whiplash, though.
that I was like, all right, this is just bad.
No,
Like,
there are some critical errors in the movie.
and it's just like there's some things that are just bad, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I can't overlook
Yeah.
this. It's bad.
No.
I can't.
At least episodes 1, 2, and 3 followed a path, a growing path of Anakin growing from boy to man, and they stuck with their guns, right?
Yeah.
Again,
We talked about this. I'm gonna put this right here. Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
Is that how you do it on the YouTube?
Yes.
I'm gonna put this right here, and it's gonna be our breakdown of if Star Wars a good, what is that we called it? Is Star Wars a good saga?
Yeah, is it a good
I was gonna
saga?
say saga,
Yeah.
because like,
Right, but
no,
is it a
like-
good saga? Because we've discussed all of these things, and I feel like what happened is, and I told Hansi, it's not a good saga in general. It's not, because what happens is, I'm serious. You've had two movies. You have 3 movies that people appreciate
Yes.
if you include the extended movies.
pause. Now I'm a generation. Well, not generation. We're in the same generation, but
You're
I'm
younger.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
5 years. How old are you?
30.
Yeah. 4 years. Right. But that's key. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was 6 when the movie came out. Episode
Absolutely.
1.
Absolutely.
And everyone in my generation
loves it.
loves 1, 2, and 3. Darth Maul better than Darth Vader.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so we agree.
no. But the problem with Darth Maul, and that's what I meant. Like in
Yeah.
episode 1, you have
Misuse.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
You have misuse.
Yes.
You have Darth Maul. Absolutely misuse. And what a fucking waste of an amazing looking, sounding,
The
and
coolest,
acting character.
by far the coolest Sith ever.
Come on, double saber.
Double saber,
Come
baby.
on, bro.
Double
Everything
saber.
else is just a mold of him.
Yeah.
Like, every other cool saber is a mold of him.
But and that's the thing that bothered me, that I felt like, holy shit. So like I'm watching episode 1 in the movie theater, so I'm from a generation up above both of you guys, right? So I'm watching episode 1 in the movie theater, and I've grown up watching Star Wars 7,000,000,002 times, right? And I'm watching this movie and I'm going, oh my god, there's R2, oh there's C-3PO.
In
Ooh,
silver, by
there's,
the way.
There's Obi-Wan. I mean, all of these things are like, oh shit, it's Obi-Wan. But then the moment I see C-3PO, I'm like, Darth Vader made C-3PO?
Oh, yeah, Darth Vader.
Fuck you.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
Though.
It doesn't make sense.
It does.
No. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what. It doesn't make
Tell
sense.
you why it does.
It does not make sense, but it's acceptable.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Okay.
It's acceptable. It's not a grievous.
Okay.
It's
It's gotta
just
make or break.
No.
right. It's just like
The
all right.
reason why it makes a lot of sense
Uh-huh.
from my point of view
Uh-huh.
is because Ben already knew C-3PO and R2-D2
Yeah.
in the past, right?
Right.
Also, Ben knew Luke's father, right?
Right.
Which we know it's Darth Vader, but Anakin and Darth Vader are 2 different people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that that they all know each other and they have this identity of each other because they were all in the same group.
Brother, it's 2 robots. They could have been just the robots that anybody had. They could have been Ben's robots.
But it could
They didn't have to be made by fucking
no, but it
Darth
shows
Vader.
it. No, it wasn't made by Darth Vader. It was made by Anakin. And Anakin and Darth Vader
Right.
are way different in every shape.
They're two.
They're
so
two sides-
different.
they're two sides of the
Yes,
same coin.
one is
Right.
actually a loving and caring and
Is he?
And Rebels.
He is.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
No, not Rebels, but Clone Wars, the cartoon does Anakin the character
So much service.
so much
service.
Like you don't know Anakin unless you read or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you just go off Anakin from the movies, you don't know.
You don't know Anakin, but
Yeah.
if you watch those cartoons, it legitimately feels a lot of the
Yeah.
blanks. But what I'm getting at is not that, because that's not that as important. What I'm getting at is, as a saga, when you have 9 movies,
Yes.
if you have 11 if you count the extended versions, and you have 3 movies that are critically acclaimed,
Yes.
Let's do
Critically, without question.
out of 11 movies,
Let's number.
out of 11 movies you have,
I don't think there's been a higher saga than this.
listen to
Star
me,
Wars.
well, probably Planet of the Apes,
Bond. James Bond.
but
Okay.
But 3 movies out of 11 are the ones that you can count on a finger if you objectively watch them and you say these 3 movies are good.
Yes, but we can add a couple of more. It's still below the average, so it'd still be a failing grade,
Of
right?
course.
It'd be a failing
So
grade.
so what would be your medium grade? You know,
I'd give it well, out of 11, I'd give it a, only because it's 11 movies. Out of 11, I'd give it a 5. Reason, objectively good. Like
But
you
is that
said,
good? Is that
episode 3.
Objectively
good.
Objectively good, not great.
No, but objectively
Good.
a very, very. It tells a story from beginning to end. It
Right.
tells you how this character becomes evil, right?
Right.
Yes, there's some very nasty, super Nazi-esque things, but
Yeah.
like it
It's
tells,
always been. Star Wars has always been.
yeah.
and
But that's why I like the Order 66.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like all of that is like it's a very good objectively good movie showing of how this character went from good to bad.
All right.
And you get most of the information on, if not all, because 2 does it, but...
By the way, when I said 3 movies out of 11, I'm counting episodes 4, 5,
6,
and Rogue One. I'm not even counting those. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh.
2 seconds. Can I?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm telling you.
You're right.
But Saga, if you're talking about how this now...
It's not a good saga.
It's not a good saga.
It is not a good saga.
It's not.
So the point that we're making is, I'm okay with you trying to fix it. I'm okay with you trying to think. But then what had happened in Star Wars, that's always like, well, what had happened was, I understand that you think that Darth Vader built C-3PO, but really it was Anakin. And really, by the time Anakin becomes Darth Vader, they're 2 different people. That's what happened in Star Wars right there.
That is what happened with Star Wars.
That's the
It's
convenience.
It's true.
It's convenience because you want to say, well, technically, in a manner of speaking, they're not the same. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you within a manner of speaking. You told me my dad was dead and my dad is walking around fucking trying to kill me.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
A certain point of view?
Fuck you.
I feel you.
In any case,
Yes.
enough with the fucking fix 'em up in Star Wars.
Yeah. Just leave it as is.
Leave it as is.
That's it.
But
And learn from your mistakes.
it's not going to happen.
No, never. Yeah. That's it because we watched it. That's it. There's nothing we could do. We digested it. We absorbed it. Like that's it.
Digested it.
It's dead.
Okay.
Let's blitz 'em.
Let's blitz 'em, baby.
Blitzing.
That's the end of the video, and bye. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it.